Welcome to Aphra's Artifacts, where we do some archaeology of our own and dig into the queer side of Star Wars. I'm your host, Alia Morgaine, and it's so great to have you here. Well, this week we're going to be talking about Flix and Orka, a fabulous queer couple that are from the Star Wars Resistance animated TV show. And not only are they super shippable and super lovable as a couple, but their being a couple is both confirmed by the producers in an interview and in the show itself. Going to be talking about that in the part 2 video, but in this video we're just going to talk a little bit about who Flix is and who Orka is. But before I get started, I do want to tell you what my very first reaction to Flix and Orka was after watching Season 1, Episode 1, The Recruit. In my review of that episode, I said, Orka, Flix, and their pit droid are probably my favorite besides Niku. And I really, really like Niku. They work in the Office of Acquisitions, part shop, and their interplay is fabulous and funny as all get out. So from the very beginning, I was in love with these characters. I didn't ship them right away. It took a little bit of time, but we'll talk about that in the next video. So who is Flix? Flix is the bird-like species. He is a Gozo from Dragor 3, and his family runs a fuel refinery there. So he is in the fuel refinery mining business, his family is. And he didn't fit in with that whole deal. Instead, he wanted to leave home and become a cantina singer. That didn't quite work out, so instead he runs the Office of Acquisitions with his, I'm going to say, husband, Orka. So his mother lives on Talavar, and that comes up several times in the show. And he claims his father is part Gungan, which makes me think that him and his father don't get along very well. They're estranged. He doesn't admit anything about his father except that weird thing that he's part Gungan, which wouldn't make any sense because he looks like a full Gozo. So another thing about Flix is that he is definitely coded as gay. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but I'm going to take it as a good thing. So his voice and body motions are very gay coded, and they are what originally got me thinking, wait, what if? So it was a cue for me. And before Season 1, Episode 13, Dangerous Business, I didn't really make the connection that Flix was gay. It was when Flix and Orka were leaving for the day to go visit Flix's mother that I was like, wait a second, they're doing a married couple thing. They're going to visit one of the other guys' mothers. And when they come back from that visit, they're super old married couple when they interact with each other about the visit. And it's then that I realized that Flix sounded super gay. And I loved it. I loved it. Because yes, not all queer people are obviously presenting as queer. But some queer people do obviously present as queer. It's a reality. And Flix is one of those people. And I adore it. So, on to Orka. Orka is a Shadra fan, so he's the bat-like species, a really short bat-like species, and he is not really gay-coded at all, which is, again, on the other side of things, super nice to see. Because obviously, we queer people are people too, and don't all blatantly present as queer. But like I said, the coding of Flix helped me realize that, hey, these two might actually be a couple. So having one of them be coded as queer and the other one not, I think works out really well. It creates this balance so that you're getting a wider variety. You're covering a wider variety of queer representation, which I think is really wonderful. So in the next video, part 2, we're going to be talking about them as a couple, how they interact with a couple, when it was confirmed in the show, when it was confirmed by producers, and it's going to be a great time. So be sure to Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at Alia Morgaine, and peruse my blog at thestarwarsreview.blogspot.com, where I have a review for every single Star Wars Resistance TV show episode. You can check it out there. And be sure to tune in for the next video, part 2, Flix and Orka as the first on-screen Star Wars gay couple, which is available now.